My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. Fuck everything about the last run. Don't even go watch it. It's just full of salt. Let's try the Shaman this time. Crazed Alchemist can be situationally very useful. Yusuf Sergeant is probably more useful in this deck because I have totems on the field, so... Reckless Rocketeer actually gets value on the field immediately. Money Berserker is better than the rest. These are all suboptimal situations that I am picking suboptimal cards in because they are suboptimal choices. Wow, a lot of these have been bad. Dark Iron Dwarf, first solid card, basically. Fairy Dragons, also a solid card, I guess. Earthshock is better than the other two. I love Earthshock in personal play. I play a fucking Shaman deck all day. I love that shit, right? But an Earthshock is great in constructed. Nabubi Neg, not gonna have enough things to activate it. I love the Zombie Chow, but I love the Harvest Golem more. It's unfortunate that all these suck, because I want to take them, but I can't, so I'll get an Ancestral Spirit. Nice, take that. Shock versus those things. I have nothing in the 5 slot, so I'm going to take a Silverhand Knight, because it's a really good card, I guess. I'll take a Wolf Rider. Frost Shocks are being offered to me left, right, and fucking center, but they are all horrible, so I'm not going to be taking them. Stormforge Axe versus... So all of these are really strong. I'm going to take the Fire Elemental because I have no late game. It's unfortunate, because it gives me all of the strong picks in the same pack. I wanted all of them. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. Okay, I have nothing heavy, so I guess I'm taking the Frost Elemental just because I can. Rockbiter is pretty good removal. Out of those, I'm going to be taking the Stormforge Axe just because I can. This is a really quick draft because fuck everything about the last arena. I'm just hoping this one ends up going better. Spectral Knight because I need it, not because I want it. Adventure Code because I need big dudes, and I don't have any big dudes. There's a Hex. Nice. I have nothing in the 4 slot, so I guess I'm going to be taking an Ogre Magi just to fill that, and all of these are bad. Blood Circle. This is bad. This is now a rush draft. Now, if you are unfamiliar with me, or the idea of Hearthstone Arena, or the English language, then... How did you get here? But if you're unfamiliar with the idea of a rush draft, it's where I'm really salty about what's just happened in a previous draft, so I'm not going to take anything personally in this draft. This draft is going to be more me talking about shit. Just like, there'll be some strategy sprinkled in there, but other than that, I'm just going to play the video game in the background and just talk. So, I apparently have no immune system. This is something I've learned recently. I mean, so I used to, like, a long time ago, back when I was in school, I wouldn't get sick too often. At all, actually. I was pretty good with that. But now I get sick every time I interact with another human being. It's actually so bad that if someone coughs in fucking North Burma, I will immediately come down with Ebola or something similar. And it's just not fair, because it takes me out of the game for ages. And even things that shouldn't, like... Have you heard the concept of a man flu? If you haven't, a man flu is a flu very specifically only gotten by a male human being, where it is basically fucking horrible. And you kind of overreact to a bunch of the stuff. I just get that for everything. I hate it. That is going to be Get Down, so it's going to kill my... Didn't? That's interesting. Oh, Avenge! That's very interesting. Oh nice, I got a taunt. I was hoping on getting a taunt. If he Earthshocks, if he consecrates, he consecrates, if he consecrates, he consecrates, I guess I'll just have to deal with that. But, seriously, it's atrocious. I just... no immune system whatsoever. Just overwhelming sadness at that fact as well. I want a wider board more than I want anything else, so... Now, the reason I had to cast that first is because if I trade and then I cast this, I don't cast any daggers to the face, but if I cast it first, it has 2 chances to hit him in the face for a free damage. Ugh. So, that's actually fine to have happen. I'm gonna get a totem rather than play any of my cards. Because it just rounds out to the decent amount of mana that I want. Also, having a healing totem is actually pretty good, because that will heal up my Injured Blade Master to a 4/4 for 3, which is super valuable. Yeah, it's just horrible. And the problem is that it hit at the exact wrong time. I was just changing my schedule. My schedule used to be, it would change every 4 days, because think of it like this. I would release Hearthstone Arena at 6 AM, and then the next day I would release Hearthstone Arena... Sorry, the next day I wouldn't release Hearthstone Arena. The day after I would release Hearthstone Arena at 2 PM, and then 2 days later at 6 AM. So it would just... It's just so that I could move it about time slots, so that no one in kind of like the US got fucked over, and no one in Australia got fucked over with time slots and felt like they were unwanted by the channel. But I found it was really inconsistent, because it rotated along 4 days. So every Monday was different to a different Monday. It was super inconsistent. There's the Consecrate. That's really bad, actually. That's really bad for me. Wow. Yeah, it was incredibly inconsistent. So I decided to recently change it. And what I've changed it to is a 7-day rotation. So I'll put that up on... I don't know if I'll get a website or if I'll just put it on fucking my YouTube channel in my About section or something like that. Or maybe in every comment. Fucking, I don't know. I'll put it somewhere. You can see a draft of it on Twitter at the moment if you're following me on Twitter at RhapsodyLP. If you don't want to follow me on Twitter, then don't follow me on Twitter. It's not a problem. I can't do that. It's time for a there we go. But yeah, so I've changed the schedule a bunch recently. So that it's on a 7-day rotation, so that I can include more things as well. With AWL finishing up, or Wizard's Lizard, with that series finishing up, I'm probably going to supplant it with either Magicite or Dark Souls, and it's really good to have the schedule there so that I've got the plan for exactly how all of that's going to work, and then I can schedule in advance forever, right? So I won't have problems like this. But because the schedule had just started, since I got sick, it immediately fucked me over. Oh, it was horrible. Just such sadness. I'm like real life super salty about it as well. Yes, it's the healing totem, exactly what I wanted. I mean, it does de-enrage the Amani Berserker, but it means that they can enrage in their turn, do all their shit, and then heal back up, so they're in a good position out of Consecrate range. Also, it means that the Imp Master can make imps forever. But yeah, ultimately, all of that's waffle, and I might make a fucking vlog thing at some point to say, schedule changed, got sick at the same time. Because those two interacted like that, I had to basically go AFK for a week. And I'm still not completely fine, but I'm recording just so that I'm not AFK for 2 weeks. Because that would be horrible. to people's credit, they've continued to watch videos while I'm not here. My analytics, like, I check analytics kind of often now. But I was expecting them just to go, like, down off a cliff. But nope. People stuck about. It's dope.
My shield for Argus.
This is gonna be interesting. Is this going to die? Oh, it died with 1 health. That's really interesting. Look. 1 health and it's dead. That's really cool. I thought it would have worked like it had 0 health temporarily, but it got back up to 1 before the action ended, so it was safe. Because I saw a lot of things like that happening in beta.
Well played. Reporting for duty.
Oh, man. Yeah. Ultimately, the story of the day is Ryan is super salty about the fact that things had to happen in that order. And it also put me behind in a bunch of other things in my real life, so... That's not great, either. I was so on top of everything, and then, At the same time, it is becoming increasingly difficult to release 2 videos a day when I usually release videos that are between 30 minutes and an hour or 2 hours long for some Hearthstone arenas.
For Doomhammer.
I might have to think about my schedule in that. In terms of length, and split things up a bit more, maybe. Feel free to give me any feedback you have on that idea in the comment section below, because I don't know, I may have to change things up. And I want to make sure if I change things up that I don't change things up in a way that would annoy people.
My greetings.
Greetings, buddy.
Greetings, friend.
Kinda want to get the 1/1 totem. Or maybe coin out the Raging Worgen. I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be better at any point in the future, so why not just play it now, I guess. Ah, that's interesting. It also gets to bait out the things that would have been used to kill the Raging Worgen. Very interesting. So, if he has to swipe basically just that, then that's amazing for me. And if he wants to keep this alive and keep his board advantage, he may consider doing it. Oh, fuck. Wow, that's good. Oh, boy. Oh, shit, he attacked past me. Please get me the fucking owl. No owl. Obviously, there's no reason for me to sacrifice my own Raging Worgen into it. I want him to have to attack it so that he has to do 3 less damage to my face. Next turn, I have the ability to buff something +4 attack and then run it in. I don't have any board clear. I just realized that. I do not have a Lightning Storm. I don't have Dick. Nothing. Wow.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Basically, if I held on to that, I'd just give up board advantage. I wanted to play the Fire Elemental last turn, but there was no really good way to play it. Obviously, you want to play, you know... Fuck, that's really annoying. You want to play your big dudes as soon as they're available, because that's the point at which they are most effective. And the point at which, by the way, there are the fewest things that can counter them. So I half expect this to get Starfired, or Starfalled. Starfire being deal 5 damage, draw a card. Starfall being deal 5 damage to a minion or 2 damage to all opposing minions. He just used Starfall. That's that one. They are 6 and 5 mana respectively. Whew.
I wonder.
I want more caffeine. I can't drink caffeine much because it tightens the vocal cords and makes it much harder to talk when you are sick. And already find it hard to talk. Oh, I'm in a good position here. Oh! You do not know what you've done. I probably should have summoned a totem rather than the dude. Yeah, that's probably a mistake. Oh well. Because the totem could be as effective as the dude if I use the Dark Iron Dwarf on it. And it just means that I get more consistent value out of my hero power every turn. It's not so bad because this guy is going to draw me a card, so... he still has some value regardless. What? Bite? Have you got a bite? Is that what you're going to do to the Fire Elemental? Do I need to start thinking about healing myself? I hate having to trade down, but I totally have to do it.
It's time for a little blood.
And I am going to coin out a totem, because if I get the healing or taunt totem, I'm in a really good position. Either of them would have made my board position just infinitely better than it currently is. I'm gonna send this off to explore the galaxy. Anything? No. Wow. Fuck. Is he... How much damage do you have in hand if you're doing that move? Like, you have to be holding 12 damage to make that the correct play, right? What are you... I'm so confused by this man. That's gonna fucking hit my face as well, I know it.
I'll never tell.
The thing is, this guy's probably already beaten someone to get here, so... I still have to be fearful. That's actually more valuable... Fucking frozen, I was about to say, more valuable as... alive. Sorry, more valuable dead than alive. Okay, I now have, like, super lethal on the board. He needs to have the combo that some druids run, but they run it in fucking Constructed, which is Savage Roar and Force of Nature. It's looking it's looking highly unlikely that he has that. considering his current board state and hand state. Unfortunately, I did have to play those last 2 cards just so that I could get the extra EXP so that I can get those golden cards, because damn, boy, they look swank, dank, and fly. I don't even like this deck, and it's going fucking way better than the warrior deck last game that I enjoyed. That's the cause of all the salt. Well, that and the sickness. The sickness primarily, I imagine. The reason I am susceptible to the salt from the warrior deck is because of the sickness. That's what I'll say.
Thrall versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
This is really bad. I've got to consider what early hand would be good against a Northshire Cleric, because that is, like, the fucking worst case scenario for going up against. Both of these are horrible against a Northshire Cleric. If he plays a Northshire Cleric, I'm fucked. Because the Northshire Cleric has 1 attack and 3 health, and it can survive hitting either of these and then healing itself back up, and I can't do shit about it. Oh, good, he used a coin. That means it's not a Northshire Cleric. If I can kill that with a Loot Hoarder, this is going to be amazing. That's even better. Because it's a guaranteed kill. He can't turn around and, say, use, like, Shadow Word Pain, or Smite. Holy Smite. He can't do any of that shit. And having 2 mana next turn is fine. Holy hell. Okay, so that means his other cards in his hand are reactionary. Otherwise, he doesn't coin out a Fairy Dragon.
Mind if I roll knee?
You coin out a Fairy Dragon when you have a 2-drop to follow it up. And that means that since he healed himself on turn 2,
Stand ready.
that his play was going to be a reaction play.
Hey, give me that!
It's time for a little blood.
Alternatively, he has things he doesn't want to die to the Stormforged Axe, which are also 2 mana. And that's wrong, because I will hold the Stormforged Axe and I will get value out of it with every strike. So just play your 3-2 and, you know, take your lumps like a man, Private Twinkletoes.
Damn, stand ready.
Oh, the Dark Cultists are amazing, and I'm so fucking happy that I'm getting rid of them this early. Because they are just terrific value. And he's getting none of that fucking value. I am aware that I could cast Ancestral Spirit on the injured Blade Master, and when he comes back to life, he will come back to life as a 4/7, and I do plan to do that.
What we do.
Now. I plan to do that right the fuck now. So, his Death Rattle will activate first, because of the order in which the Death Rattles were played. My Death Rattle, the one that I just put on this guy, the Ancestral Spirit Death Rattle, will be played second. So I'll hit him, he will burn 2 damage to all things, and then my guy will resummon. What? Come on! I just explained that that wasn't gonna happen. That's weird. That's not the order those things should have happened in. The first played Death Rattle. So apparently, it doesn't count as playing a Death Rattle when you... It's weird. Does not count as playing a Death Rattle when you give Ancestral Spirit to something. It apparently counts when that was played on the board, which is counterintuitive and wrong. Okay, so that's actually completely fine, because I was prepared for killing his attack rather than his health.
You love my new recipe.
Like, that's the situation I was preparing for, so I'm completely fine with that. Unfortunately, he will be able to kill a pretty high-value target with his Temple Enforcer, but I'm not going to trade a fucking both of these guys for the Temple Enforcer. No way, no how. He can heal it back up if he likes.
The damned stand ready.
Please don't taunt this somehow.
Your turn to bleed.
I really don't want to trade down. Please give me a taunt totem. Hallelujah. He just used a Holy Nova, so that guy's pretty safe. Or he's going to be safe now more than ever before. If he has another Holy Nova, he has another Holy Nova. There's nothing I can do about it. But there is no better time to guess that he doesn't have a Holy Nova than immediately after playing a Holy Nova. Fucking top decked it as well, because this was the third card in his hand. Oh god. Guys, we got outplayed. He top decked the Holy Nova, man. We got outplayed. I mean, you know. It's fine. Oh, the salt is real. And my commentary is getting tanked by it.
I hope you like my invention.
Let's focus on more calm things than this video game. Like financial debt or death in the family. Those are both calmer than this video game. Reckless Rocketeer.
Hey, give me that!
I have to hope it's a taunt. Like, I could have played the Harvest Golem, but I needed to get a taunt to kind of try and hold out his aggression with the Bolt of Hisoga. Which, obviously didn't end up happening. Didn't work that way, unfortunately.
I wonder.
There was dust on my screen and I was very offended, so I... Holy shit! How does this guy have all of the good card? Can I have all of the good card, please? You know, if I had a Bloodlust right now, I would win. But instead, I'm going to lose. Strategy, y'all. Oh, dear God. We have been defeated, unfortunately. But it's okay. Yes, it's okay, because we still have 2 more times to be defeated until we are kicked the fuck out. Oh, man. Sitting down is suddenly incredibly uncomfortable. Piles and piles of salt.
Thrall versus Jaina.
Everything will get back to normal as soon as I am not incredibly sick. Luckily, I am very much on the mend right now. I am just using cold and flu decongestants and painkillers at the moment, and that's all I need. Whereas before, I needed a bullet to the head, or anything to stop the pain of the throbbing headache. Oh, it was bad. Yes, it was bad. I have too many early drops, not enough late drops. Shit, I have the same problem I had with the fucking mage deck 2 runs ago. Oh shit, dude, I drew something on curve. Fucking celebrate with me, let's have a dance party. I don't know what music I'm dancing to. Fucking Hearthstone music? I can't even hear it, let me turn it up. You can't dance to that, man. There's just nothing there.
It's time for a little.
But that fucking title screen music, dude, you can dance to that all day. It's my jam, bro. probably going to be the Ventrico Merc next turn and hope that he clears it. Sees it as enough of a large threat that he needs to immediately clear it.
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, thank you. Okay,
Who
so
you want me killed?
now I only need to sack these two. But cards did have to be sacrificed there, unfortunately. We will remember them, though. Now, I just need to make sure that this Ventrico Merc does not survive. I need him to polymorph or fireball or something so that I can actually continue my curve. Because this Frost Elemental, he's getting really anti in my hand. He wants to get out on the field and freeze a character. Which is incredibly effective and a really good ability. Come on, buddy. Stargazer. Strength Gazer? Strength Geezer. Stargazer. These are all completely equally likely. Okay.
How you
So, while I gain advantage from the Ventrico Merc, I've lost tempo. The thing is, Ventrico Merc comes onto field. He gives you fucking massive tempo. You need that tempo. You need your opponent to have a way to deal with that tempo so that when he dies, he's gotten value, and then you can regain your own external from the Ventrico Mercenary tempo. Which unfortunately has not happened so far. I have an army of 1/1s. I would like to trade them all so that they do not get flamestruck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Flamestruck. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What to do?
He's just highlighting this card every fucking day. Come on, buddy. You may want to play it at some point. Oh, maybe it's bugged. Like, he keeps trying to drag it onto the field and it doesn't work. Nice. I'll kill that with this Ventrico. Or will I?
How you do?
No, I gotta kill it with the Ventrico, because then I get to cast things that are more than 4 health, so they'll survive against the Flame Strike. And then I get to backhand him as the Flame Strike is over. Yeah, you can't target it. He was just targeting something at this, unless that's the ability of a castable creature. You can't target this fucking Spectral Knight, man. You can't do that shit. Not allowed. Okay. So I'm going to swap its attack and health, and then I am going to buff one of these dudes to kill it. Straight to the face again. This is currently a very straightforward match where I will win. The problem is, he has to have a Flame Strike. And he must be holding on to it because he doesn't think it's valuable enough to play. It's definitely valuable enough to play right now because it will kill the Dark Iron Dwarf and a Crazed Alchemist. And I guess a few other things. You don't do that if you have a Flame Strike. So shit, he must not.
Mental dislocator.
Drink with me, friend.
Oh, that's really interesting. He could have cast that again if he didn't use the Fire Blast. That's real cool. My whole plan is to never deal with this Dark Iron Dwarf, to not need to. Oh, shit. I couldn't if I tried. I was wondering if there was some way that I could have thinned out my board to 3 so I don't have to worry about him stealing something. Steal one of the totems? Okay. He may have just won the game off the back of that mind control tech stealing 2 things.
I'll put it on your tab.
I have no direct damage, I will remind you at this point.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Or kill us all!
Here we go. I just need to have 3 damage available to me at the end of this turn, or draw 3 damage from my deck that doesn't exist. I believe I have a charge creature in there that might help me.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Fucking hell, he's getting my best dudes. All of my best dudes. And the thing is, I have these 2 totems that I can't sacrifice. So I couldn't have thinned my board out to stop him from doing that. So now I just need to keep casting dudes and hope that before I die, I draw into 3 damage. And that he doesn't heal and that he doesn't taunt. This has been a gigantic swing. And unfortunately it's taken forever because this person doesn't know how to...
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Squire, attend me!
Ready, sir.
My magic will tear you apart.
I don't even know how to respond to that. He has bounced it a total of 3 times and stolen the best 4 things on my field. Just each time he stole the best thing on my field. I actually do not have the capacity to respond to that right now, so instead, I'm going to read you a passage from the good book that everyone should keep near them at all times.
You asked for it.
Australian First Aid. Management of shock should be treated by following... Oh, hang on, we'll do a quick mulligan. There we go. Management of shock should be treated by following Dr. ABCD. What is Dr. ABCD? I believe it's something... Danger, reaction, breathing, whatever. Let me see if I can remember what Dr. ABC is. Danger, you check for danger in this situation, you check for respiration, then you check their airways, and then their B-ways. I
don't have enough mana.
No clue. Shit, man! Everything is just saying follow Dr. ABC. What is Dr. ABC? Someone tell me. Okay, so that's instructions on how to do CPR. It's how to stop someone from choking. It's how you chill out to spinal tap. Assessing the danger. Choking. Oh, right! Danger! You check for danger, right? You check for a response from the person, right? So you check they're responding. Basically, you make sure they're alive.
Mind if I roll?
And then airway, breathing, CPR, and defibrillation. Just in case you needed to know how to save someone, specifically in Australia, because this is the Australian first aid guide. The first aid guide for your nation may be much more convoluted, so obviously check there first.
Elements guide me.
Hey, give
So I do give him 1 card, and I do lose 1 card there. Shit, I even take 1 damage, but I keep my fucking loot hoarder. And the importance of that is that now he can only play something with 2 mana as a response. Also, he doesn't draw 2 cards. Because if I killed it with the loot hoarder, he draws a card, and then I have to kill it with something else, and he'll draw a card from that as well. So he can now choose to either use Fire Blast and play something with 2 mana, or play something with 3 or 4 mana. And then let me get value out of my loot hoarder, which is exactly what he did. Nice. So now I'm in a really good position. It's going to be Silverhand Knight next turn. Probably. Unless I desperately need a totem. In which case I may Totemic Call.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Squire, attend me.
Now, I am going to coin out the Silverhand Knight, and the reason is, I do not want my board full of things with 4 mana as soon as he has Flame Strike. So I want to have, like, this super powerful board now, because I will never later be able to play it safely. It seems like when I try not to focus on the game, I end up doing better, and then I sit down and I go, look, it's time to focus on the game, 0-3, fuck. It's just how it goes. I think I might want to record some Dark Souls after this, because I'm actually not horrible at that game. Whereas, apparently, Hearthstone, I have no fucking clue. Okay. I can't play anything else, because if he Flame Strikes this turn, I will lose. If I do. If I play into the Flame Strike, I mean. Plus, anything I played would have died. I guess I could have played Venture Merc. Actually, I should have played Venture Merc. Oops, that was dumb.
I'll put it on your tab.
Oh, dude, I get to trade one of my dudes for that dude. Okay, so there goes one of the dudes. Nice, nice, nice.
Magic will tear you apart.
The elements will destroy you.
The elements versus magic. Bring it on, bitch. Oh, fuck. I haven't even named the last 2 episodes. That's how rusty I am. I mean, I took a week away. Obviously not fun week. It was just for illness. But I took a week away and I forgot entirely how to do this whole Hearthstone thing that I've been trying to do for so long. I can't even think of anything in my deck that I need. Or that would actually be good against this Sorcerer's Apprentice right now. Such a shame. It's not gonna do it. Shit! I am now in a bad position. Because Flame Strike is now just... it equals the whole game out. So from incredibly ahead, I am now going to be equal. Obviously, that's if he has Flame Strike. If he doesn't, then... yeah. Oh shit, my positioning is actually really bad. Oh, it's fine. My positioning was bad against, Cone of Cold, but... I mean, it wasn't horrible against Cone of Cold. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Okay, so next turn is going to be Injured Blade Master, Raging Worgen, and Totem, most likely. Healing Totem, please! Healing Totem, please! I also would have accepted the Taunt Totem. Not the 1-1, though. The 1-1 dies too easily to Fire Blast. Man.
What you looking at? Ready to ride? Taste my steel!
Alright, 2 health, here we go. I have a Stormforged Axe left in this deck, and I also have a Fire Elemental. So he needs to, first off, clear my board, and then dodge me drawing either of those, or heal himself. Or possibly taunt if it's the axe.
I wonder.
My hope is that he can't do all of those things. So he clearly has something in his hand to remove this, otherwise you don't attack that one. Shit, that actually does clear the board. Good work. Wow. Alright. We are in trouble. Luckily, he can't cast any spells without killing his Wild Pyromancer. And that's pretty important. He also can't cast any spells without getting this Amani Berserker to be Amani Berserked. Luckily for me, he has to trade down constantly. Because if he trades... If he just ignores, you know, the 2 damage, he will die. Can't do shit. I mean, like, right now, he's gonna have to trade both of those guys into the Frost Elemental. And then ping this. Like, he's on the ropes. I'm winding up for the knockout punch. And he has to try so very hard to just not die. And he did it. Because this water elemental removes one of my ways of killing it. Because now the Stormforged Axe won't do it. I mean, because I'll be frozen the whole game, so the Stormforged Axe, it's not going to work.
My magic will
Fuck.
tear you apart.
I'm almost sad that I won that one. Because this is now way better than anything I've ever done before. Today, at least. And it's the one I've been focusing the least on. Oh, God. I just boil over with negativity right now.
Versus Gera.
Yif, the warrior. I'd rather not do that.
For Doomhammer.
Imp Master. I was wondering whether I wanted to coin out the Imp Master as a turn 2 play, but now that I have an Amani Berserker, there's no reason to. I just don't want to get Fiery War Axed, man. Fiery War Axe is powerful. I mean, I guess I have a decent response to it, because I can play the Harvest Golem or the Imp Master, both of which survive in some form against the War Axe, but... shit, I still don't want to have it happen to me.
It's time for a little blood.
Man, I got a Rock Bite of that.
Elements.
I can't risk him hitting it with like a, say, Inner Rage or a Taskmaster, Cruel Taskmaster, and making it a 7-2. It's just too much. Too much already. I did consider using the coin to get out an Amani Berserker that turn. Alright. It seems like it was correct not to do that, because he has a Fiery War Axe. You don't armor up on that turn after keeping that many cards.
It's time for a little blood. Bring me steel.
You love my new recipe.
Oh, yes! Taunt! Fuck yes! Ooh, doggy. Alright, so if you can't remove the taunt, we're back in the game. In fact, we are already back in the game. We're actually in a decent advantage, but... getting that taunt is really good, because it means he has to use a card to remove it and then go through. And even when he goes through, he's not doing an incredible amount.
What now?
Good. Come on. That's fine. Probably the best 2 targets he could have hit. It's because it makes it very difficult for him to enrage his own Amani Berserker.
Back to work.
So you can attack that now.
Elements guide me. It's time for another.
I don't like doing it, but shit, if it gets that much value, I'll do it. I will take 6 damage right across the lips. Don't even care, motherfucker, I'm a radical.
Back to work.
So I'm gonna play Ventrico Merc. Kill that, play Ventrico Merc. That's what I am thinking. Ooh, kill that, play Ventrico Merc. Yep.
Elements guide me.
Any reason I can see to deviate from that play? Yes? Because I can get more dudes out really quickly, and then negate the negative effect of the Ventrico Mercenary, which has taken me down before. Basically, that negative effect has lost me games, because there were just things I couldn't cast. And I couldn't cast them, and I lost the game. And I couldn't cast them.
Shall not save.
And that is a timeline of all of the things that happened. So I'm taking a lot of damage to the face here.
Who you want me killed? Elements
But as long as I live, everything's fine. There are very, very, very few ways that a soldier can turn around. Warrior can turn around and just kill me. From 7 health, or from maybe... Fuck. I think the danger point is 12 health. But that has to be... He's less than 12 health, and he has 2 Mortal Strikes in hand, right? Those are the kind of likely situations, or the more likely situations where I fucking die. Okay. Now he has 4 damage showing, so I need to get a taunt. Okay. So now I am in a danger zone. Now I am very much in the danger zone. Because all he needs is Heroic Strike to end the game. Heroic Strike adds 4 to his attack for the hero for the turn, which would give him a total of 8 attack. And then pop the face. Shit, or a Corcoran Elite. Both end the game right now.
well played. For the Lich King!
Heroic Strike is now the only thing that does it. Nice. So the really interesting thing here is I want to hex my own dude. So first I summon a totem for the taunt totem possibility. Likely. Got it. I kill that because I can.
Your turn to bleed. Who you want me to?
Alright, I'm not gonna hex my own dude. So, Hex is versatile in one way. It's a 0-1 frog with taunt, so if you suspect your opponent only has enough damage to go straight to your face and kill you, then you can Hex yourself. Come on!
The gates are open.
I can kill that pretty easily.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Your turn to bleed! Who you want me kill?
I've got a 50-50 on the Totemic Call, but this makes certain that I have a taunt. Now, the reason I wanted to make the frog, make the... What did I turn? Yeah, the Abusive Sergeant into the frog, rather than any of my other things, is because I want to have the 50-50 on the Totemic Call next turn as well.
Well played.
Oh, you fucker! No one drafts charge. At all. Never. I've passed it up. And I'm shit at this game. I did this run so that I could desalt, so that I could desalinate from the previous run, and nope, didn't work at all. We got offered a lot of really shitty cards, to be fair. And this is going to be another 40 gold pack. Yeah. Wow. Alright, I'm just going to end the video by saying my name has been Rhapsody, that's been Hearthstone Arena. I'm not even going to do the shill thing. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you next time. Bye.